Shalom. Hot out here. Come right back at you. I had technical difficulties on my I was trying to go live and do a video on out on the highways and hedges, but I was having connection problems. And so with that being said, what I really was trying to do was get everything going. But it be like that. So first and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh Shem Shai. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles of the great millstone, Ruel. And I also like to give honors to the Akim that's out pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners. Just want to say Shalom. Okay. And this the name of this one is, because we were scattered to the four corners, we look like the other nations. And we do. And a lot of people try to judge our people on appearance, and you can't judge on appearance. You got to judge by the Spirit. You got to try each spirit by the Spirit. So you can't judge on appearance. You got to judge each man according to his spirit. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring Deuteronomy 28:64, and okay, this is Deuteronomy 28:64, and it said, "And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there shalt thou serve other gods which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone." So he scattered us to the four corners of the earth, which means in every nation of people, our people is there. We have people in every nation. Every kingdom, every nationality of people, we have people mixed in, and they may not look like us, but if you trace the bloodline back, it'll come back to us. You know what I'm saying? So, and it says that when we get there, we're gonna practice whatever religions and whatever laws, whatever they got going on. We're gonna fall in line with it, just like we do here in America. You know what I'm saying? So, so basically, if he scattered the remnants of us among all nations over the centuries, we'll no longer look like ourselves, but the nation of people that we was driven, and scattered to. To more clarify that, I'm gonna pull up Daniel. This is Daniel 9:7. Let me see. Daniel 9:7. Okay. This is Daniel chapter 9, verse 7. And it says, "O Lord, righteousness belongeth unto thee, but unto us confusion of face, as at this day to the men of Judah, and to the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and to all Israel that are near and that are far off, through all the countries whither thou hast driven them, because of their trespass, that they have trespassed against thee. O Lord, to us belongeth confusion of face, to our kings, to our princes, and to our fathers, because we have sinned against thee. To the Lord, O God, belong mercies and forgiveness. Though we have rebelled against him, neither have we obeyed to the voice of the Lord our God, to walk in his laws which he set before us by his servants the prophets. And it says, Yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him." And so with that being said, this is why we have confusion of face. Confusion of face comes when the Most High, when we disobey him, what he does is he punishes us, and we go into captivity. And when we go into captivity, we be mixed among nations, and we end up mating with them. And when you mate with a person of another race, what happens is, when you have that child going to come out looking like both of you guys, okay? And after if that child he comes out, looking like I said, looking like both of you guys, like mixed races, and he can have a child depending on who he mate back to. If he mate back to, just say if I have a child by a white person and it's a son or whatever, and he grow up and he mate back to white instead of mating back to us, then what happens is the child gonna look more like the mother side, which is the white side, than the father side. And if he do it again, and so forth and so on, they're gonna look like people of other nations, you know. And so after centuries of doing this, we don't look like ourselves anymore, you know. We don't. We never. It's like we can't tell by judging by the skin color or by the face. You know, so because we sinned and broke the laws of the Most High, He scattered us to 4 corners of the earth. You know, He put the bulk of us though in the land of the North, which is North America. I'm gonna show you the proof of this. Here's the proof of this. This is Jeremiah 31:8, and it says, "Behold, I will bring them from the north country, which is America, and gather them from the coasts of all the earth, and with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, together a great company shall return thither." So that's your proof that, you know, he scattered us. You know, he did this. This was part of our punishment, you know. And so, you know, among every nation, you know, we got Israelites who no longer look like themselves because they mix with the nations. You know, so this is why we must try each spirit by the Spirit to see if they are our people. You know, that's what the scriptures say. Try each spirit by the Spirit to see if they are of Yahweh, which is mean of our people. You know, so I'm gonna go to John. This is John 16:32. Let me see. John 16:32. Okay. John 16:32, it says, "Behold, the hour cometh, yea, is now come, that ye shall be scattered, every man to his own, and shall leave me alone. And yet I am not alone, because the Father is with me." So, basically, you know, this scattering, you know, it had to happen. You know, this scattering, it happened, but it hadn't happened at that time when they was preaching it. You know, it hadn't happened yet, but it was still being prophesied, you know, by the apostles and by the prophets and even by the Messiah. And that was the Messiah who was just talking. So, you know, I'm going to give you more proof. This is more proof. I'm going to go to Matthew 26:31. Let me see. Matthew 26:31. And it says, "Thus saith Yahushua unto them, all ye shall be offended because of me this night, for it is written, I will smite the shepherd, and the sheep of the flock shall be scattered abroad." You know, but he said, "But after I am risen again, I will go before you into Galilee." So the scattering, you know, happened during the fall of Jerusalem, you know, in 70 AD, and it lasted all the way until well after the 1800s. You know, and we know this because it was the time of the transatlantic slave trade, you know, and this is how the scattering happened. You know, we were put on ships and taken to the 4 corners of the earth, you know, to every nation of people. Israel is the one that stands out, you know. We if you think about it, you know, we the ones who do stuff effortlessly. We don't even try. We don't even try hard. We don't have to. You know, we try whatever we do. It turns out great. You know, we're the best at what we do. You know, and you know, we do everything we do. We do it gracefully. We outshine everybody. You know, whose spirit bears witness. You know, with our people. So, for example, you know, like I could tell one of my people easily. You know, I can tell them while I'm dealing with them, we do stuff a certain way. We into certain things. You know, we're a different type of people than the rest of the nations. If you look at it, you know, so-called black people, we do things in a certain way. So I'm gonna give you an example. You know, we know Bruce Lee was a Jake. You know, we know he was Israelite, Salaki, because of his spirit and everything he did, how he did it. You know, and the fact that, you know, he messed with the Negro super hard. You know, he messed with us. And of course, the way he died. You know, have you ever noticed, you know, our deaths are usually horrendous deaths. They always end bad. We don't, it's rare that you see one of our people just die from old age. Our people when we die, man, we usually getting killed, or suffering trauma some type of way, with diseases. This is how it happens. But if you think about, like, look at white people, you don't see them in the news all the time being murdered off, being killed off. You know, they die, they just die. And even celebrities, now I compare them, with Esau and the other nations. It's almost like, we can't just die from old age, like I say, anymore. We have to be murdered, tortured, diseased, afflicted with some type of medical complication. The curses in the spirit is how we tell our people. This is how we tell our people, not by skin color. Skin color don't mean anything. We tell our people by the curses, and by the spirit, by the things that we do, and the things that the way we are, because we scattered, we scattered, and that's how it is, man. People try to say, oh, he ain't an Israelite, you know, he ain't dark. He don't even look like our people. You don't have to look like our people to be our people. All you gotta do is come from the bloodline of our people to be our people. That's the only thing you gotta do. That's all that has to happen. You know, and people don't get that. They don't understand that. They try to judge by skin color. If you did that, that mean the Africans are our people too, and we know they're not our people. They got black skin and nappy hair, but if you judge their spirit, they're nothing like us. They don't have the flavor and that we got. We have a way about us. That we do things in a certain way. So and these Africans, they don't have that. These other nations ain't like us. We are a people that's set apart. So we gotta judge each spirit. Every time you meet somebody, you know you can't. I mean, yeah, the skin color make a difference in a way. It just adds to your judgment. But it's things that people do and the way they do it that'll make you say, "The hell is wrong with this person?" What's happening with them? You can't judge by skin color, man. We judge our people, man. Our people are scattered everywhere. The scriptures say our numbers are like the sands of the sea. But if you look around, it don't look like it's that many black people that's covering the earth that way. If our numbers are like the sands of the sea, we outnumber everybody. That's because we're mixed amongst nations, you know, and that's how it is, man. Just how you judge it, man. So with that, man, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh by Shem Yahushai. I like to give double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well, and I also like to give honor to the Akim that's out here pushing this truth and sincerity to the four corners. I just want to say shalom.